So my business is 10 UK, and essentially what we do is we organise things for people. We organise things for people in their private lives, which is lifestyle management. We organise things in their professional lives, so we have a service that supports head teachers, for instance. And we also have a service that helps people green their homes and lifestyles called G10. So the idea from the business really came from me thinking, what kind of business do I want to run? And I decided I wanted a business that could be big, was doing something new, would allow me to be really proud of what we were doing and that other people would be interested in it. And then finally, I wanted the business to somehow need me to employ great people who would really enjoy what they were doing at work. So having got those criteria, we then said, what kind of business is that? And we ended up saying, well, if it's new, it's got to be on new trends. And we thought that people in the modern world want more personalised service. They're only going to delegate to get that personalised service if they have trust. And they're only going to trust if they're really being responded to as an individual. So we said we're going to start off asking people what they want help with and then responding to that. Now the problem with that is it didn't look like it was going to be a big business, because who can afford that? So the big breakthrough for us was saying, well, what if we've got thousands, tens of thousands of people asking for similar support? What happens then? And that was the eureka moment when we realized that, gosh, if we're being asked for the same stuff, then we can use digital knowledge management to organize that information really effectively. And for the first time, be able to deliver personalized service cost effectively and at really high quality. I mean, essentially, I value free business advice for a couple of reasons. I mean, firstly, it's free. If you can get great advice that's free, why pay for it? And secondly, some of the best advice that I've had has been given freely by people because they've got your best interests at heart. They're not trying to sell you something in return for advice. We've made a lot of strategic changes because of free advice. One piece of advice was from an organisation called the Design Council, who we knew informally, and they really advised us quite a few years ago, before green really took off, that this was a market where connecting with individuals was really going to be important. And we spent some time working with them, understanding that, all for free. And from that, we created a whole new business, sometimes advice from customers. So customers can be fantastic at giving you free advice. They want your business to do better, so they do better. And we've certainly made a lot of changes in the way that we deliver all of our services based on free advice from customers. So I turned to other entrepreneurs, other owner-managers of businesses, sometimes even friends and family that might have advice in a particular area. I'd go to Business Link for advice about the nuts and bolts of running my business and regulatory advice, for instance. I think the best piece of free advice I received was actually browsing on the Business Link website when I found a little bit about the R&D tax credit. And I couldn't quite believe at the time that we were eligible to claim it, but we did claim it, and that was worth £100,000 to us in cash. I think there are two main reasons why small businesses can be distrustful of free advice. I mean, firstly, there can be hidden costs. So you can go to a seminar offering you free advice, but actually they're trying to sell you something off the back of that seminar. So the advice is essentially partial. And sometimes, of course, just taking advice costs you time, and all business owners are short on time. So if somebody says, I'm going to give you lots of free advice, but you're only going to get 1 or 2 nuggets over a number of hours, it might be easier to go somewhere and find the advice online, like you do at Business Link, that you can find in your own time and really efficiently.